Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. So if you have tried decluttering 100 times before and failed, this might be what you've missed. So let's be honest, you've tried before. You've even whispered something like this to yourself. This weekend, I'm going to finally declutter my garage, only to find yourself 8 hours later sitting on a dusty old folding chair, flipping through old birthday cards from 1993, surrounded by bins that are labeled miscellaneous and keep for now. So this makes me laugh because that's what my garage used to look like. But you're not alone. I meet people every single day, intelligent, kind-hearted, highly capable people who genuinely want to declutter their homes but feel they failed before and they'll just fail again. They've read the books, they've watched Netflix specials, they might have even looked at some of my videos. They brought pretty organizing bins, they've tried color-coded labels, and they've told themselves this time it's going to be different. But somehow the clutter remains, not just in their homes, but in their minds and also in their hearts. And each time the emotional weight just gets heavier. So if this sounds like you, here's the truth that you need to hear. You didn't fail at decluttering. The method failed you. So let me show you what I mean. So this is why most decluttering advice doesn't work. Because it assumes two things: that clutter is purely a physical problem and that you can solve it with pretty bins and labels and a long Saturday afternoon. But clutter is rarely about too much stuff. It's about emotional attachment. My kids made this for me. How can I possibly throw it away? It's about guilt. It was a gift and I should keep it. It's about fear. What if I need it someday? It's about identity. This reminds me of who I used to be. And it's about overwhelm. I don't even know where to start. And when you try to declutter without first addressing a lot of these emotions, you end up stuck, tired, defeated, and stuffing everything back into the closet and pouring a glass of wine to recover. So there's no judgment here, because we've all been here. But here's the shift that you could make. What if your failure isn't a failure at all, just a sign that you need a different approach, a more compassionate approach? And let's talk about what that actually could look like. So the first step would be start with your heart, not with your house. So before you touch a single item, ask yourself a question: what am I really hoping for? What am I hoping to feel when this is all done? Are you looking for peace, or relief, or spaciousness, or control, or freedom? Write that down and tape it on your mirror, because that's going to be your guide throughout the entire process. Because decluttering isn't just about making your home look good, it's about how you want to feel when you're done and also in your next chapter. So this emotional why becomes your anchor on the days when it gets hard, when the memories flood you, and when you hit that decision fatigue, that wall that just doesn't feel like you can go anymore. It turns the process from shame-filled chore into an act of self-respect. The second step is to choose one tiny space. Yeah, really, a tiny space. When we try to do too much, we burn out fast. So instead of saying, I'll declutter my whole basement or my whole garage this weekend, say, I'm going to clean out one drawer today. That's it, one drawer. And if you're thinking, well, that's not enough, just hear me out. One drawer gives you a quick win. One drawer helps you build trust in yourself again. One drawer reduces decision fatigue, and also one drawer becomes two, and soon momentum builds. Also, it's a lot harder to get emotionally overwhelmed by old batteries and expired coupons than it is when you're dealing with your grandmother's china. So give yourself permission to go small, because small progress is still progress. So step number 3 is use the let go with love method. Let's say you're holding on to an item and you're stuck. You keep asking, should I keep this? Should I let it go? Instead of asking yourself whether it sparks joy, which, let's be honest, there's not much joy when you're holding a broken lamp. So instead, try asking yourself, does this reflect who I am now? If I let go, could it bless someone else? Am I holding on to this out of fear, guilt, or love? And is this item keeping me stuck in the past or helping me move forward? And if it's still hard, say this out loud. I'm letting go with love. It honors what it used to mean to you. It respects the memories, but it releases the object from its duty. It no longer has a hold on you. This is how we emotionally declutter, not just physically. So step number 4 is celebrate that win, not just the square footage. So did you clear out a single junk drawer? Recycle 12 magazines from 10 years ago? Or donate just one bag of clothing? Celebrate it. So text a friend, call your mom, light a candle, take a walk. Anything you can do to celebrate. Because decluttering isn't just about how much you got rid of. It's about how light you feel when you're done. You didn't fail the last 100 times. You just didn't try it this way. So this is gentle, it's emotional, it's practical, and it's human. So this time, you're not decluttering from a place of shame or pressure. You're decluttering from a place of love for your home, for your future, and for yourself. And that is what changes everything. I hope that helps.